Tuesday, and I just went to the viewing, well, the visitation at a funeral home, which I went to the wrong one, so I was late in getting to the correct one. Brian's best buddy and his wife. The baby was 9 inches long and 8 ounces. And they even had a little ink hand and footprints that were as little as my thumb, smaller than my pinky nail. And a teddy bear with the baby's heartbeat recorded in it. I was like, oh, man. I kind of skipped out. I'm not going to go to the funeral part or the burial part because I would lose it. I just can't. I have other things planned also today, and it's stinking hot. It says 84 degrees on the car thingy. The humidity is unbelievable. Did not stay for the funeral. Stopped to look at some Souls, Kia Souls, but look at the Maseratis. Oh yeah, and baby, I want this. Alfa Romeo Giulia, baby. Just looked at a Soul. Garden's doing okay. The concrete truck things. We're on our way to a place called Pick and Pull, or Pick and Pull. It's an auto salvage where he's got a dealer license plate too. What a dick. We're on our way to an auto salvage yard to look for some part for Mom's car for sure. Now we found a Buick, whatever this is. What was this again? A Sabre. And we're looking for this part up here, but for Mom's car. We found a Grand Prix. Good thing we didn't bring my car. They would have thought it was a junker and it would have brought it back in here. Across the street from the Pick and Pull is a penitentiary or some kind of jail. Great neighborhood. It's 84 degrees outside. Richard's just a ball of sweat. It's stinking hot, isn't it?
Yeah, my balls are sweaty. It used to be a concrete facility at one time, I think.
A concrete facility, that's why all the back ends of concrete trucks. We're on our way back home now. Now this on the right hand side is the Missouri River? Or do you know?
I don't know.
I don't know if you'll be able to see glimpses of the river through there, folks. There you go. You can see some river. It's up. It's high. It's up. It's been raining like crazy lately. Over there, over yonder, is Jamestown Mall. It's a ghost mall now. There's nothing in there. They want to tear it down and do something, but I don't know what. My very first job was over there in a bakery. Here is one entrance of our subdivision. It's supposed to be at half-mast due to all the school shootings. Of course, if that's the case, it'd always be at half-mast. There's so many shootings in this country. Yeah, it's been kind of a ragtag day. I went to baby funeral this morning, or viewing anyway, and then I was in the same area where they had a car that I was interested in, so I stopped in there to look at this Soul and measure it to see if I fit. It's very similar to a Scion in size and everything. It's a little bit shorter than a Scion, a little easier to look out of the windows when you're backing up and things like that. And the seat is comparable in height, and I think if I can, that'll be the car that I set my sights on. Yeah. Well, you never know. Miracles happen, right? Yeah. Anyway, then I went home and I went with Rick over to the Pick and Pull to look for a trunk latch for Mom's car. because her trunk latch stopped working. Richard used to haul the neighbor around in his wheelchair in the back and all. Apparently someone shoved the trunk closed on the wheelchair and broke the latch. And there's no key. This is all opens from a switch, an electric switch. But the latch, it was broken, so we went to find a new latch. Hopefully we can repair it and it'll work. I think he's going to try that tomorrow morning. And then what else? I came home and I printed up a list of paleo foods, which is very similar to, I think, what you eat when you're diabetic, because there's like no refined sugars and no sugars but paleo has like grains and stuff like that, which you're not supposed to have, flours and grains and barley and rice and everything. But I think with exercise and very careful moderation that I can do that. I can eat this stuff. I'll just have to switch it up a little bit, and while summer's here, eat as much fresh veg as possible. I love vegetables, so. Anyway, that's where that is. And I didn't notice it till later. I went into my room, and there's 4 walls in my room. One wall has an outlet that you plug a lamp in, and when you turn the switch on the wall, it turns the room light on or off, you know, the whatever lamp you have plugged into it. That works. But the other 3 walls do not work. The wall I have the phone plugged in, the TV plugged in, the wall it shares with the bathroom doesn't work. The bathroom electricity's out, and my clothing closet, all that's out. So I went to the basement and looked at the circuit breaker box, and none of the circuits were thrown. In other words, you have a little switch, and if something happens, the switch throws itself, and then you have to turn it all the way off and then put it back on, and it will turn on. I don't know which one. It's really not marked. There's a couple switches that are marked as to what they go to, but it was just hunt and peck. I need a handful of people over here standing in all the rooms letting me know when the light goes off and when the light comes back on so I can mark it on the circuit box. Should have done that when the kids were here. And so I don't know if it's a messed up circuit breaker or if there's some major problem in the wall with the wiring. I can't afford an electrician. So I'm going to do some more checking up on circuit breakers, because they can go bad. I have had to replace one once, and this house was built in 1968. Which makes it 50 years old. This house is 50 years old. Something's bound to go in 50 years, right? Tomorrow's Whoop Whoop Wednesday, and I will have a joke for you. Until then, upward and onward.